Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kayla from Planning with Kay, and welcome to another video. So I'm super excited about today because this is actually going to be the first of 2 July Plan With Me videos that I'm going to be releasing this month on my channel. 2 monthly setups, 2 entirely different themes, and 2 whole new sticker collections all in the same month. So as you can see, I have sitting before me this brand spanking new Leuchtturm 1917 journal in the color black, and I'm going to be creating some July spreads in this journal using the newest peony themed sticker collection that I just released in my shop. I'm then going to be giving this entire journal away to one random person over on my Patreon. So if you want a chance to win this journal with the July spreads already set up and ready to go, check out the link in my bio and consider joining the Patreon family. Okay, so that's enough talk and let's just get right into it. So to design my stickers, I always use my iPad Pro and Apple Pencil. And the first thing that I like to do is find some reference photos over on Pinterest. Reference photos are a really great resource, especially when drawing something that you maybe aren't super familiar with or that you've never drawn before. So although I've drawn a lot of florals in the past, I've never specifically drawn peonies. So having these references was a really big help in making sure that I was getting it right. So once I have my references, I start designing my stickers using the app Procreate. I always like to start off with a looser sketch, just focusing on proportions and getting all of the petals loosely blocked in, and I then go in with the actual line art and the detailed shading. When it comes to florals, the shading and the details are what really pull the whole thing together, so I was sure to take my time and get the shading right on each and every petal. I know that you guys are generally really interested in how I make my stickers, the whole behind the scenes process basically, and I do plan on making an entire video for you guys soon showing the whole process from start to finish. But until then, I thought that I would just give you more of a peek into the process here. Once I have the base designs done, I can then go in and start to arrange them all to make up all the monthly kit components that I need and add color to everything as well. Alright, so once the stickers are all designed and ready to use, it's time to crack open this fresh new journal and get into the July setup. Since I'm giving this journal away to one of you guys, I decided to be extra fancy and start with a July intro page. Intro pages are something that I never really do in my own journal since I just usually can't be bothered, but I thought this was the perfect chance to mix things up from my usual setup. I'm keeping this page super simple, and I'm just starting off by laying in 2 of these longer horizontal peony arrangement stickers across the top and bottom of the page. I'm then going in with this bright red Tombow in the color 847, a peachy Tombow in the color 873, and my favorite Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen to write Hello July in the space in between. I'm then using that same brush pen to add a drop shadow to the word hello, and I also actually have a drop shadow tutorial in one of my videos that's called 19 Header Ideas. So if you want to learn how to do these drop shadows, you can go check out that video, which I'll have linked in the description below. Next up, I'm moving on to the next spread, which is going to be the main monthly calendar spread for July. I'm starting off with this big peony header, which I'm actually cutting in half, so that way I can spread it across the center of this spread. I'm then taking that same red marker from before to write July across the header. After that, it's time to go in and draw out the monthly calendar itself. For this setup, each day is getting a box that's 5 spaces wide by 5 spaces tall, and I left a 6-space gap on the right side. As usual, I'm also separating the top row of each week as a space to actually write the dates for this whole calendar. And I'm finishing it off with some cute little rounded corners. Now for color, I'm using that same peach Tombow from before, which is the color 873 again, along with this beautiful lighter pink color, which is 772. I'm using these to color in the top row of each week, making this sort of gradient effect by blending the 2 colors in across the rows. After that, I'm going in with these little weekly headers from the Peony Monthly Kit, and I'm finishing the calendar off by writing in the dates. And of course, it wouldn't really be a Kayla video if I didn't somehow mess up the dates, but as I always preach, embrace the mistakes and don't let them bother you. So next up on the left, I'm going to make a space for listing any and all goals for the month of July, starting off with these little pink blank headers from the monthly kit. and I'm then using the Tombow Fudenosuke again, along with this little goal sticker also from the kit. And I know you guys have probably all been waiting for Luna to show up at this point, so here she is, a little bit late to the party, but ready nonetheless to help me finish up this setup with her silent support. So on the left, to fill in the empty space below the monthly goals, I'm then going in with another one of these longer peony arrangements just for some extra decoration. You guys also know that I love to include a little quote on my monthly dashboards, so I'm going in with a couple Crayola markers on the right to letter in the quote, "Happiness blooms from within," which obviously fits really well with all of the blossoming peonies in this theme. So for the next page, I'm going to set up a 1 line a day page for July, which is a really super fast and easy spread to set up. I start off with this peachy peony header, and I'm then just sticking in this 1 line a day header from the monthly kit over the top of that. After that, I'm busting out this monthly kit add-on sheet that matches the peony colors perfectly, and I'm going in with this pink number strip down the side of the page. I'm then finishing off this page by drawing in some dividing lines between each week, just so it's a bit easier to fill this in throughout the month. After that, I'm going to create a mood tracking spread on the right side, and I decided to do a circular style mood tracker, similar to the one I did in my succulent themed March setup. Unless you have one of those fancy circle stencils or a compass, which I don't have, of course, circular trackers are a total pain in the butt to set up, which is why I tend to avoid circular trackers in my own journal. I know that people really like them because aesthetically they look really nice, but they really are a pain. But again, since I'm giving this journal away to one of you guys, I figured I'd get extra fancy, take one for the team, and endure the pain of setting up a circular tracker for you. That way, whoever gets this journal can enjoy using it. So I'm using this darker red Tombow color 837 in this tracker, and I'm splitting it up so that there's a space for the 31 days of the month. I then decided to get super extra and fill in the entire center of the tracker with a ton of peony stickers, layering them on top of each other so that they fit nicely inside the circle, and finally filling in any blank spaces with that light pink Tombow from before. I'm then going back to the top with another blank peony header, sticking in the mood tracking sticker over top. I then, of course, have to create my actual mood key, which has 6 moods, ranging from best day ever to screw today, because you guys know that I just love my sassy moods on my mood trackers, and I'm leaving the colors blank so that way the future owner of this journal can just fill them in with whatever colors they own. And finally, I'm finishing this page off with the peach Tombow and that Fudenosuke brush pen to write in the dates around the circular tracker. So the next spread I'm setting up is a July habit tracker, starting off with the last large peony header from the kit, and of course the habit tracker sticker. I'm drawing in a big box for my habit tracker itself that's 40 spaces wide. I'm then grabbing the horizontal number strip that's included in the add-on sheet, and I'm sticking that in across the top of the box, leaving the left side for the habits themselves. Similar to the 1 line a day, I'm also dividing this up by week, which again just makes it a lot easier to fill this out throughout the month. I'm then filling in the habits section with that light pink Tombow dual brush pen from before, of course leaving the habits themselves blank so that way, again, whoever gets this journal can fill it in themselves. To finish this off, I then basically just go crazy with the decoration. These peony stickers are really fun to use and arrange in different ways, so I'm sticking in a bunch of those on the left and right side of the tracker, cutting them slightly so that way it looks like the flowers are actually coming out from behind the box. Once that's done, I'm filling in the rest of the blank space with another little quote that reads, "Every flower must go through dirt," using these 2 Crayola brush pens to letter it in. So like I do every single month in my own monthly setup, I'm also going to set up the first weekly spread of the month in this journal using the same peony theme. I decided to play around with a new format where the daily sections are on the left and right side of the spread, with the general task list in the middle blank section. So I'm creating these dividing lines 10 spaces apart, and I'm then creating the daily headers using these 7 little peony blossoms along with these single letter daily headers, all of which are included in the monthly peony sticker kit. Next, I'm lettering in the main header across the top of the page, which is July 2nd through 8th, keeping it very colorful with all of the same colors that I've been using throughout this setup. And of course, I misspelled the word 8th, again, a very classic Kayla mistake. I'm now lettering in a quote on the right side of the middle section, mixing up various fonts just for some added visual interest, and the quote says, "Life begins at the end of our comfort zones." After creating the actual dates with a Crayola brush pen, I'm then finishing this off with a weekly task list on the left page for writing down any and all tasks for the week. And just like that, that is the last page of this July bullet journal setup. So like I said, I'm going to be giving this journal away to one lucky patron over on my Patreon, and I'll be choosing the winner randomly with enough time for you to receive it before July starts, so that way you can actually use all of the spreads that I just set up. So if you want to be automatically entered for a chance to win this journal, all you have to do is support me over on my Patreon page. Any dollar amount qualifies you to win this journal, and I'll be doing the same thing almost every single month moving forward. So if you don't win this month, don't be sad because there will be plenty of other chances in the future. And of course, if you want to set up peony themed spreads in your own journal, be sure to check out the entire peony sticker collection in my Etsy shop. The link to my shop and all the stickers I used will be in the description below. And finally guys, be sure to stay tuned here on my channel because I'm going to be releasing the second theme and the second July Plan With Me video in the next week or so. And for that setup, it's going to be a theme that so many of you guys suggested in my last Plan With Me video. So stay tuned for that and be sure to click the notification bell if you want to be notified when that Plan With Me video goes up. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus Plan With Me and are getting excited for July. And if you did, be sure to give this video a like and let me know in the comments below what you think the next July theme is going to be. If you already know the theme because you're a patron, don't give it away, and let's see how many of you can guess it right. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already at PlanningWithKay, and be sure to check out the link to my sticker shop, Patreon, and all other social medias in the description below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.